What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the weekly rotation series. I talk about which fragrances I wore on the video, and I get your insights in the comments down below. What fragrances did you guys wear? I actually picked up French Riviera last night. I went on Fragrance Buy. I was just scrolling around and I saw French Riviera was on Fragrance Buy, so I ordered it. I'm super excited for that to come in. French Riviera has gotten so much hype, and I've been wanting to pick it up for a very, very long time, and it finally showed up on Fragrance Buy. I thought it was sold out initially, but then I clicked on it, and they actually had a 120 ounce bottle, or not ounce, that would be a lot, but the 120 ml. So I'm really excited for that to come in. All right, let's start it off. Let me know in the comments, what did you guys wear? So on Monday this week, I wore Assad from Lattafa, and I actually have not worn this one in a while. I'll be honest. This one kind of gets put to the back of the shelf for me, and kind of just stays there. I've only worn this like 2 times in the 2 years that I've owned it. So if I said it would be worth it, I would be lying. But I got to wear it, and I remembered why I don't really enjoy this one too much. This one is super powerful. It's kind of Dior Sauvage Elixir, and Dior Sauvage Elixir is a very intense DNA, and it's hard for me to wear it in an everyday kind of situation. So it is a sexy smelling fragrance, but most times I don't really want to be smelling super sexy. You know, that's not like a day-to-day thing for me. I don't want to just step out the door and always smell super sexy. Sometimes I like to smell fresh and clean and citrusy, and not like I'm gonna get you pregnant whenever I step out the door. So this thing projects, it lasts. This thing was insane. I only sprayed 3 sprays because I forgot how powerful it was, and it lasted for the whole day, and it was a good smell. It was super sexy. It's very spicy, musky, fresh, but it's very dominant with the spice. It's got a licorice kind of thing in here, nutmeg, this just intensity here. Ambroxan heavy. Ambroxan is a very known material that comes across as this musky, amber kind of tone. Actually, I've been putting a touch, very diluted down, very, very diluted down. I've been putting a little bit of Ambroxan in my laundry detergent, and it actually smells really, really nice. But I only put I have a 10% diluted Ambroxan that I put into, and I only put 1 drop into the laundry detergent. And when you pull out the laundry, it smells like Ambroxan. Is so nice. I don't do that with all of my laundry loads, but it's nice. It smells pretty nice. I also wanted to touch on my perfumery stuff, briefly. I'll put a little timestamp if you want to jump ahead to Tuesday. I'll put a timestamp up here, but I also wanted to talk a little bit about making perfume. I've been trying to put together a brand for a while now, and I am going through a really hard time in my life. This is a very challenging time. I just went through a breakup about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, and it was kind of an off and on relationship, which always kicks your ass. And so the time that it takes to make Paragon fragrance videos is already a whole lot. And then the time, on top of everything, a full-time job is present, which is, normal. But perfume, let's talk about making perfume. Perfume making is hard as hell. You have to get certain dosages right, certain this, certain that. And that is a beast of its own, making perfume. That's a huge, huge undertaking. I feel like I got pretty good. I taught myself pretty well. And it's something I really, really enjoy. The second huge beast of making perfume is distribution. It's marketing. It's filling stuff. It's writing down formulas. It's insane. It's packaging orders. It's putting stickers on stuff. It's a full-time job on its own. So right now if I'm continuing with the perfume stuff, I have 4 full-time jobs, which doesn't make a lot of sense. It's just a recipe for burnout, which I'm feeling. I'm feeling so done, feeling so done with everything. I've realized the two main things that I want to focus on is Paragon fragrance and going to the gym. those two things, you know, with all the other life things that are going on, those are the two things that I want to put all of my attention into. Talking to you guys, talking about fragrances, and not necessarily manufacturing fragrances. Anyway, right now, Atanchi is on hold because, you know, I'm just too much. Too much. Now, that doesn't mean that I haven't like wasted that time. I actually learned how to make perfume, which is so cool. I know how these things are constructed now, which is kind of encouraging, kind of not. But I don't think it was wasted time. It was just like, but the main thing I wanted to talk and how this could benefit you in your life is talking about next steps. So I'm always looking for the next step. What is the next step? What's step number 2? What's step number 3? And with Paragon Fragrance, the ad revenue from Paragon Fragrance is very low. So I always thought, how do I make more money at Paragon Fragrance so I can keep doing it more? And then it all boiled down to I needed a product. And then I needed a product, I needed to, and what kind of product can I sell? I can sell a cologne, I can sell perfume. So I looked into getting a company to actually manufacture a fragrance of mine. And that was gonna cost me like $15,000 to $25,000. And it's insane. So I said, why don't I just learn how to do it? So I spent the next like year and a half trying to figure out and like mix things together and actually learn and teach myself perfumery, which was awesome. Little did I know, I spent like $7,000 just trying to launch something and learn it. Man, that was the next step. So how this can impact you in your life is if you're looking for the next step could be very, very clear for you, but you have to kind of like take a step back and ask yourself if this is the right path to go down, because it's the obvious choice, make a fragrance. But you have to, ask yourself, is that the direction you want to take personally? Do you want to become a perfumer in my situation? But do you want to become that next version, that next step? That next step? Is that something that interests you? Because it's easy to find the next step and take it. Most times it's obvious, but it's obvious in a general consensus. It's not obvious to you. If you wanted to become, let's say that one of your passions is cooking, the next obvious step is either getting a cooking job or opening your own restaurant. That's the obvious next step. Opening up a restaurant, you become a business owner, you become a restaurant owner, and you can start pulling yourself away from the passion that you found with cooking. And that's what I found with perfume. It's just, I really like making perfume. I don't like making perfume for mass appeal, for selling, for stickers, for marketing. It's just not what I want to do. So try to reflect on your own life to see what next steps you're taking that are not really benefiting you. Anyway, I just wanted to get my thoughts out there. At this point in my life, there's so much going on that I need to focus on a few things, and perfume is like not one of the things that I want to be focusing on. It's a obvious step forward, but it's not the step forward that I need to be taking right now. Anyway, let me know in the comments down below if you've ever experienced something like this in your life where you knew the right step forward was not to take that step forward. I would love to hear what you guys have been through in the comments down below. All right, moving it on forward into Tuesday, Les Parfums myself. So a lot of people are mixed on the vanilla in this one from my previous video that I did. That was the consensus that I kind of came up with. Everyone loves, from my take, not everyone, but people love the eau de parfum, the fresh and cleanness of the eau de parfum. And when it comes to the Les Parfums, a lot of people are really divisive on the vanilla tone. A lot of people will say that it comes across as like an old man, which is interesting. But the Les Parfums, excellent stuff, really, really good. I love the bourbon vanilla that they got going on in here. It's just super, super wonderful. This was one of those fragrances that was carrying through the air and was smelling quite nice, and I really, really enjoyed it. It still has the freshness of the eau de parfum, just kind of made a little bit more vanillic in the tones, and then that peppery nuance in here as well, and then a little bit deeper woods, but overall, it's an excellent fragrance. I really enjoy wearing this. All right, Wednesday, I got to wear Tom Ford Ombre Leather. Again, this was my first time this year in this fall season wearing ombre leather, and I really enjoyed it. Tom Ford Ombre Leather is one of my favorite fall time fragrances of all time. I'm gonna probably wear it this week too. I'm gonna probably just keep it on my desk and wear it this week. So yeah, this is one of the best, one of my favorites. Excellent wear. I wear this as like a daily wear, you know, in the fall time when it's cool and crisp out. It smells so excellent. Not too leathery to where it's, you know, this like hard to wear leather, I should say, but it's so pleasant, so mass appealing. I just love it, man. Love it, love it, love it. I have a special relationship with Tom Ford ombre leather. And actually, Tom Ford, when I wore ombre leather, that was the first time we got snow this season, and it was a blizzard. I was stuck out in the middle of nowhere. I do real estate photography, and I was out at this house, and it started blizzarding. It was like insane. I couldn't drive home like fast. I was going like 20 miles an hour the whole way home. It was like in the middle of the nighttime, and man, it was rough. It was weird because I could actually see better driving without my headlights on. And that's when you know it's really, really bad. And anybody who lives in snowy will understand when you're in the middle of nowhere, the ambient light from, I don't know what it was, the moon, but it's, you know, the clouds are there, but the ambient light is more than enough that you need, and the headlights actually blind you. So it's been a while since I've been in a situation like that where I had to drive without my headlights. Obviously, when I saw another car, I turned on my headlights. I'm not stupid, but the day-to-day, you know, the active driving, turn off your headlights, and so you can actually see where you're at on the road. I turned off my headlights, and I realized I was like going in the, you know, ditch, and I could correct myself. So it was tough. All right, moving it on forward. John Varvatos Artisan Pure is what I wore on Thursday. I worked from home on Thursday. You know, I had some editing stuff to do on Thursday, but John Varvatos Artisan Pure, I did get out and I enjoyed it. Fresh, clean, amazing. This is just one of the best fragrances I own. I really want to pick up the original Artisan, but Artisan Pure, it's so good. It's just on the top of my list for a lot of the fragrances that I would keep if I sold off all of my fragrances. That's a great video idea, actually. All right, then on Friday, I wore Prada L'Homme. Prada L'Homme is so amazing. Powdery, fresh iris, neroli, beautiful bergamot, excellent stuff. Touch of a pepperiness in here as well, but the main thing is that powdery, that soapy quality musk. Oh, it's just to die for. This is like a classy man, gentleman, very, very popular too. This is a, you know, if you look up any kind of office fragrance, this would be probably at the top of their lists on any YouTube video that you look up, but excellent stuff here. It deserves to be at like the top of your shelf. All right, then on Saturday, I wore Eros Energy. I keep pulling this stuff out and I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. It's kind of this citrusy, fresh version of Aventus, which Aventus is so overdone, but it's so nice. It's musky, it's fresh, it's got a touch of smokiness, Gaiac wood kind of heavy, peppery nuances in here, fresh musk, and this clean lemon bergamot. Oh, it's so amazing. It smells so fresh and so clean, and the bottle is actually pretty cool. I actually saw on TikTok there's a new Eros, and it's like this brown ambery looking bottle. I'm not sure, but that sounds really cool. Apparently it's a Middle East exclusive version, so I don't know if it's gonna be coming to the United States. Hopefully, that would be really awesome. I would love to get my hands on it. Apparently it has some oud in there, and it has some like deep spiciness going on in there. I really wanna get my hands on it, at least hopefully get like a sample or something of it. But yeah, anyway, Eros Energy is what I wore on Saturday. All right, then today on Sunday, I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things and you know, picking up around the apartment here, and I am wearing Lacoste L'Homme, the original. This is one of my favorite nostalgic fragrances. I've got this one back in like 2017, 2018 that time. And it's so citrusy fresh, beautiful citrus in here. I feel like this is classified as a citrus fragrance, but I think there's some fig in here as well. But this is a beautiful, easy wear, stupid grab that smells amazing, and it brings me back so many good memories. But I remember this is actually one of the fragrances that got me in heavily into fragrance collecting and fragrance producing. My girlfriend at the time, she ordered me this, like, it was for my birthday. It was this like box. It was like these $10 boxes or something, and they ship every month to your house. And they had little like shampoos and conditioners and then little samples of fragrances in there. And this was one of the fragrances that was a sample in there. And I didn't know much about I think I owned Polo Red and Polo Blue at the time, and I tried this one out. I loved the sample. I went through the sample, and I actually threw away the box, and I remembered I went through the trash to try to find which fragrance this was because I wanted to pick up the bottle of it. So amazing stuff, really great memories. And it kind of got me into fragrance collecting. All right, let me know in the comments down below, which fragrances did you wear last week? And I also want to hear from you guys. And then I want to also circle back around to your thoughts on you knowing in your life the next step forward, but you can't pull yourself because it doesn't fit you. It's not meant for you. I don't know what that could be, but let me know in the comments. I would love to know some personal stories from you guys. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.